Hey there Wastelanders, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 build video. In this video I'm actually going to be building a pretty basic, pretty generic little shack out here just past Vault 111. Now this idea for this build actually came from Private Turner here on YouTube, who said, could you try building a small shack with like 2 settlers living there, something like a nice small home with clutter, and could it be a place just like to relax and be a sweet home for 2 or 1 people? And when I saw this suggestion, I was just like, yep, this is my thing. This is my calling. My forte is just little shack builds. So I decided to just, go back to the basics and just make a little shack. So as per usual, what I'm going to do is go ahead and talk you through my build and everything, and we'll just go from there. So I think it's enough talking for me. Let's just dive right into it then. Alright, so as per usual to start off with, I just came to this area and decided that I was going to go ahead and scrap everything, which basically for me meant just clearing out a lot of the blasted out, fallen over trees, and just kind of deciding where I wanted things to be at. Now, if you watched my playthrough of Fallout 4 that I started a little while back, I actually came back towards this area and decided at the end of it that it'd be a really nice place to build. It wasn't this spot in particular, but just, past Vault 111 where there's like nothing and just wide open spaces. So when I saw this suggestion on my video, I thought, well, this would be about the perfect opportunity to go ahead and try that out. So I wanted to do that back here. And the idea of just making a simple little shack, I really liked because I, somewhat obviously haven't been able to upload recently. So getting back into it, this was a really nice way for me to transition back into things. And what I wanted to do really was kind of make your really basic sort of shack. This is the kind of shack that I always tend to build if I just want filler houses or something pretty simple. Basically it'll be a 2 by 2 foundation, like side by side, with some of the wall pieces that jut out. I'm not really sure what they're called. I should know, but it's just not in my mind right now. A little balcony, and then an upper floor where you would probably put a bed or something, which is actually what I do in this one. And so this really isn't anything particularly unique, but I just kind of wanted to explain my thought process on these types of houses, which I'm sure you've seen me do a lot. So you've got your foundation, and then what you want to do is put stairs in it that go towards one of the wall pieces that jut out like that, so that the base of the stairs are actually further from the wall. Because if I try to do it the other way, which I tried to do before, the stairs would have been like right in the wall, which, you could technically get around that if you needed to, but it'd just be awkward. Now normally what I do on the upper floor is use the half walls and make a shorter vaulted ceiling, but this time I decided to just go ahead and just make it a normal sized floor. Now a lot of the times I'm really big on mixing up your pieces, your walls, your ceilings, your floors. Actually no, I take that back, mostly just the walls. I usually always use the same floors and ceilings. I'm working on it. But that's kind of what I did here, was just kind of use always a bunch of different pieces together, and that to me makes it look more scrappy and more realistic, because it's pretty unlikely, honestly, that if you're in the wasteland you'd be able to find everything that you need to make a perfect sort of design or house or whatever, especially for someone like a survivor who's just trying to make a little home for themselves. Now the idea for me with making it out here too, lore-wise, would be that this is clearly an area that not many people come to. Like, it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's near the vault, but no one really goes there. And so this is kind of like a nice little place away from everyone that settlers would be able to come and just relax and get away from the world and live their lives. And what I wanted to do out here in this opening was create a kind of farm area, because it's not really flat, but it's kind of open, and seemed like a good idea for that. And as you'll see, I tried to be creative and do a 2 by 3 flooring, and then stupidly forgot that there's no 1 by 2 ceiling pieces for the barns. I always forget that. Even in like any sort of house or build that I do, I always forget that. So I ended up taking off that other wall right there that I tried to put a roof on just now, and just make that kind of a little side storage spot. So I go ahead and put up some fences towards the other side of the farm area in just a second, and then that's pretty much all I have. Like I said, it's pretty basic, pretty general, but it kind of gives you an idea of the thought process I have behind these sorts of things. Just make it pretty small, pretty simple. Try to think of all of the things that a settler might need, food, water, a place to sleep, a place to relax, that sort of thing. So after this, we are going to go into the tour phase, per usual, and then afterwards I've just got some closing comments, and that'll be pretty much it. Again, thank you, Private Turner, for this suggestion. Like, I know it's really simple and it's going to be a really short video, but I'm just getting back into things after a break, and it's been a really nice, fun little build to do. Hopefully it gives you some ideas, and if there's anything you want me to elaborate on, of course I can. Side note, I have the worst time trying to get these pieces to fit together, so oops on the awkwardness. Like right there, I know. People keep telling me I need to use Place Anywhere, but I'm a little slow and can't figure out how to use it, and then I just got really lazy and decided I wasn't going to try anymore. But one of these days I definitely will. It'll make things a lot easier, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the tour next. I'm not going to talk towards it or through it, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so that was my basic shack build out here past Fault 111. I really enjoyed making this. It was pretty simple, I know, pretty short, but it was a lot of fun. In the future, I'm definitely going to do some more bigger builds and try to get more creative with things, but I really hope that you enjoyed this either way. I know I've taken a long break recently, but 2018 is just around the corner and I'm so ready to get back into things. I've got some more ideas and everything. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you had a great holiday season and have a great new year. And as always, stay safe out there. If you have any comments, suggestions for me, let me know. And hopefully I'll see you next time. See you later, Wastelanders.